Beloved, hear me. This is no ordinary moment you have stepped into. The very air around you is charged, the heavens are leaning in, and the currents of infinite supply are stirring. You are standing in a rare alignment when the entire universe conspires to bring you into the full manifestation of your good. I tell you, nothing has happened by accident. The steps you took, the thoughts you entertained, the silent prayers you whispered in the night, they have all brought you here to this exact hour. You are in the perfect place, at the perfect time for the perfect blessing to unfold. The door to your abundance is open, and the only key required is your word, spoken in faith. Inspired by the eternal truths I have taught, that your word is your wand, that you can speak life into the barren places, I invite you now into a practice that will shift your consciousness, rearrange your outer world, and make the impossible inevitable. This is a mighty metaphysical prayer, and it is not for the faint-hearted. It is for the one who dares to stand in their divine authority and speak as one who knows. You are not here to hope timidly, you are here to decree boldly. The moment you decree, the law moves. The moment you speak, the invisible supply answers. The world may call it miraculous, I call it natural to the one who lives by spiritual law. Some may hear expecting large sums of money in 21 minutes and dismiss it as wishful thinking. But I tell you, in the realm of spirit, where the unseen is as real as the seen, such things are no more strange than the turning of the seasons. What seems incredible to the doubter becomes inevitable to the believer. And for the next 21 minutes, you are called to be that believer. You are called to shut the door on doubt, to silence the voice of limitation, and to step into the consciousness of one who already possesses the wealth they seek. This is not blind faith. It is conscious, informed, deliberate faith. It is faith grounded in the unchanging truth that thought, word, and feeling are the tools of creation. When you align these three, nothing is withheld from you. The prayer you are about to speak is not a mere collection of words, it is a spiritual act of law. You are aligning your whole being with the frequency of abundance, with the vibration of money already in motion toward you. You are connecting with the great river of prosperity that flows through all of creation, and in this moment you claim your rightful share. Treat this prayer as the golden key that unlocks the vaults of heaven. Treat it as the password to the bank of infinite supply. As you speak it, see the locks fall away, see the floodgates swing open, and prepare, truly prepare, to receive. For the universe is never withholding, it is always ready to pour out blessings to the measure you can accept. Your role is to make yourself a vessel large enough to hold the good you are asking for. In these 21 minutes, your focus is the channel. Keep your mind on abundance, not lack. Keep your heart on gratitude, not complaint. Visualize wealth in your hands, in your home, in your accounts. See it arriving in both expected and unexpected ways. Feel the joy of receiving it, the relief of provision, the freedom of overflow. And most importantly, feel the gratitude as though it is already done. Gratitude is the evidence that you believe. Gratitude is the signal to the universe that you are ready for more. This prayer is not an exercise in imagination, it is a transaction in spirit. The moment you speak it, you set in motion unseen forces that are already arranging people, circumstances, and opportunities on your behalf. Remember my words, your word is your wand. Every declaration is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe. Speak with faith, with clarity, with fearless expectation. Let each word carry the authority of your divine inheritance, the unshakable knowing that you are worthy of every blessing the infinite can bestow. And when you speak, speak not as one who is asking, speak as one who is receiving. For the supply is here, the door is open, and the law is ready to perform. This hour you have now is a sacred and appointed hour, and I tell you, there is nothing ordinary about it. It is a period in which the veil between the visible and the invisible is thin, a time when the energy of money and prosperity is closer to you than your own breath. Therefore I say to you, recite this metaphysical prayer with an open mind and a heart brimming with faith. Do not question how it will come, leave that to infinite intelligence. Your work is to believe in what the world calls impossible and to prepare, in your spirit, for the extraordinary to manifest right where you are. With this prayer, you are not merely hoping, you are setting in motion a powerful process of attraction, a spiritual law that will rearrange people, circumstances, and events in your favor. I say, trust the process. Trust the universe. And most of all, trust yourself. You are not late, you are not behind, you are at the right moment, in the right place, doing exactly what is required to fling open the doors to limitless abundance. I ask you now to give your agreement to step into this moment with intention, and as you do, speak it aloud in your heart. Speak it with your voice. I am attracting money now. In these 21 minutes, every word will carry weight, every thought will take root. The infinite source hears you the instant you speak, for there is no distance in spirit. I stand before you not as a supplicant, but as a co-creator with God, one whose heart is full of faith, and whose mind is fixed like a flint on the desire for wealth. I am fully present in this moment, aware that the power of this time is not measured in minutes, but in the intensity of my alignment. I dedicate these moments to the manifestation of my dreams, knowing they already exist in the unseen, and are now pressing into form. I accept, without resistance, that this is a divine opportunity granted to me by the infinite to bring my vibration into perfect harmony with the frequency of abundance that has existed since the foundation of the world. In these 21 minutes, I tell you, every second counts. Every breath you take is an affirmation. Every image you hold in your mind is a decree. Every emotion you feel is a magnet pulling into your life the form and shape of your desire. I enter this time as I would enter holy ground, knowing that I am touching the very fabric of the universe, weaving into it my thoughts of wealth, my visions of increase, my gratitude for the harvest that is already mine. And so I fix my attention now, sharply and lovingly, on the life I see before me, one filled with abundance in every form. I see financial wealth pouring into my experience, enriching relationships surrounding me, rewarding opportunities unfolding with ease, and my days saturated with joy and satisfaction. These are not idle daydreams, they are creative blueprints drawn upon the vast canvas of the infinite. By imagining with crystal clarity and charging each image with deep emotion, I am shaping my future in this very moment. And I say to you, what you picture now, you will walk into later. For nothing is withheld from the one who believes, and nothing can stand in the way of a decree spoken in alignment with divine law. With every breath I take in these 21 minutes, I feel the living current of abundance flowing through me. It is not a wish, it is a knowing. It is the sensation of perfect alignment, the deep and quiet certainty that I am standing in the place where heaven's storehouse and my earthly need meet. My heart, filled to the brim with faith, does not waver, no shadow of doubt is allowed to linger here. This faith is the rock upon which I build my reality. It is the silent but unbreakable force that sustains my dreams, fuels my declarations, and calls into form the prosperity that belongs to me by divine right. My mind, fixed firmly on my desire for wealth, becomes a mighty magnet, drawing to me ideas, people, and circumstances that carry the gold of answered prayer. In these moments, every thought I think is intentional, every word I speak is charged with purpose. I am conscious that my thoughts create my world, and so I choose them with care, dwelling only on the certainty of wealth, the inevitability of prosperity, and the joy of having already received. And in these sacred minutes, I open myself wide to receive guidance from the infinite. I watch for the signs, I welcome the flashes of inspiration, the gentle nudges, the sudden knowing that comes from divine mind. I understand that these 21 minutes are not only for speaking and visualizing, but for listening to hear what the Spirit has to say about my wealth, my next step, my unfolding path. The universe is never silent, it is always broadcasting, and in this holy hour my heart is tuned in with perfect reception. This is a divine dance with the cosmos. Each step I take is guided by infinite wisdom. Each move I make is infused with the strength of my connection to the source of all supply. As the clock ticks, I do not feel time slipping away. I feel myself sinking deeper into this living reality. This is not a pause in the day. It is an immersion in truth. Wealth is not far from me. It is at hand. Prosperity is not a dream to be chased. It is a substance already shaped, waiting for my word to release it. And so I see it, money flowing toward me in waves, vast and shimmering, from both known and unexpected sources. I do not strain to imagine. I see it as clearly as I see the sun at noonday. I see the bills paid, the needs met, the desires fulfilled. I see the investments multiply, the doors open, the opportunities arrive with my name written on them, and with every vision comes a rush of gratitude. Gratitude for the pennies and the fortunes, for the small blessings and the great ones, for every token of increase that signals the larger harvest on its way. I know that gratitude is a magnet, pulling more and more into my experience, so I nurture it, I dwell in it, I speak it aloud, and I tell you, the joy of knowing I am worthy of all this prosperity is the sweetest freedom of all. I release every remnant of unworthiness, every whisper of doubt. I know, wealth and abundance are my birthright, not a reward I must earn or justify. And so I open my arms, ready to receive without apology, without hesitation, without limit. Every heartbeat is a decree, every breath is a prayer, and in these 21 minutes, I declare aloud I attract money now, I attract opportunities now. I attract them quickly, easily, joyfully, because I am in perfect harmony with the law of abundance. In these 21 minutes of affirmation and visualization, I give my full and undivided self to the work of attracting money and opportunities. I do not drift in thought. I remain anchored in intention. With each breath, each word, each mental picture, I strengthen my connection with the infinite abundance of the universe. This time is sacred. It is not idle waiting, but spiritual alchemy, where my words and thoughts weave together to form the prosperous reality that already belongs to me. As I enter this consecrated space, I release every limitation and let my imagination become the architect of my fortune. I see the streams of income. I see the provision. I see the blessings moving toward me in ways that defy reason yet feel perfectly natural. I take this time as a holy appointment to hold fast to visions of wealth, to feel the joy of answered prayer before the answer appears, to embody the person I am when I have already received. I do not allow doubt or fear to intrude. They are trespassers in this sacred territory. And so I consciously dismiss them, removing every shadow of scarcity from my mind. By doing so, I clear the channel for prosperity to flow toward me, unhindered and unblocked. This is the posture of one who knows the law. I stand in total trust and positive expectation. I trust that money and prosperity are my divine inheritance. I expect them, I call them, I welcome them, and because expectation is magnetic, I find that circumstances, ideas, and connections are drawn to me without strain. My faith in this moment is not fragile, it is unbreakable. It is not the timid hope of maybe, it is the steadfast conviction of already. This faith guides me, strengthens me, and lights the path I walk. With every second that passes, my faith grows bolder, fed by every positive thought, every wave of gratitude that floods my heart. I stand ready to receive on every level, materially, spiritually, emotionally. I know that when my heart is open, I cannot miss a blessing, for I am attuned to recognize every opportunity, every provision, every divine arrangement. And so, in this appointed time, every thought of wealth and every feeling of gratitude blend into a powerful current, unlocking the doors to greater and greater abundance. I keep my inner atmosphere aligned with the frequency of prosperity, building the foundation for my financial future. Every moment in this state is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe, and because I water these seeds with unwavering faith and joyful expectation, they cannot help but grow into visible, tangible manifestations of wealth and success. I renew my commitment to my financial destiny, knowing that each step I take is backed by the whole power of spiritual law. I thank the universe for this connection, not just today but every day, for gratitude is the oil that keeps the machinery of manifestation turning smoothly. This connection is my greatest treasure. It is the channel through which wealth flows to me freely and without end. I vow to use what I receive not only for my comfort and joy, but for my personal and spiritual growth, for true wealth extends far beyond what the eye can see. I invest in myself, I expand my abilities, I deepen my wisdom, so that I may share my gifts more fully. And because I know the law of circulation, I give as freely as I receive. I share my resources, my time, my talents, knowing that in giving I multiply my own supply. Generosity is not loss, it is the act of planting even more seeds for future harvest. Every act of giving reinforces my link to the endless stream of universal abundance. With each passing minute, I feel my bond with prosperity becoming stronger, more alive, more inevitable. Doors open before me, some expected, some surprising, each one leading me higher. I am alert, I am ready, I am wise in my action, and as my life begins to mirror the infinite wealth of the universe, I live as proof of what is possible for anyone who dares to align with spiritual law. And so I say, thank you, universe, for this appointed hour, for this sacred prayer, for this unstoppable process that has already begun. I trust the law, I trust you, and I trust the self within me that is one with infinite supply. I am exactly where I should be, doing exactly what I should be doing, to live in the limitless abundance that is mine by divine right. And now, beloved, as we come to the close of this sacred 21 minutes, I want you to understand something that will change the way you walk out of this moment. What you have spoken is not a wish tossed into the air. What you have seen in your mind is not a fleeting fantasy. No, it is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen, and spirit honors substance. Spirit moves on evidence. You have given the universe your blueprint, and now the construction has begun. Do not undo with your tongue what you have built in your spirit. The same mouth that has declared wealth into being must not speak lack into motion. Your words after this moment must match your words during this prayer. You cannot plant seeds of abundance, and then water them with doubt. Guard your speech, for it is the very steering wheel of your life. When others speak of difficulty, you speak of supply. When they cry of shortage, you declare surplus. When they complain of delay, you proclaim now. For now is the only time spirit works, and it is always now. I tell you again, prosperity is not coming, it is here. It is circling you now, seeking the door you will open with faith and gratitude. You may see it at once, or it may take form quietly before bursting into your reality. But make no mistake, it is moving toward you as surely as the tide returns to the shore. And in the meantime, your role is to act as if it is done. Walk as though the bills are paid. Speak as though the account is full. Make decisions from the consciousness of a prosperous soul. The law responds not to need, but to the consciousness of already having. And so, in the days that follow, I want you to live in the vibration you have created here. Rise in the morning and give thanks before your feet touch the floor. Speak your good into existence before the world speaks fear into your ear. And when you lay your head down at night, review your day not for what seemed missing, but for the signs, large or small, that the law is at work for you. These signs are everywhere. For the one who looks with the eyes of faith, do not measure your progress only by what you can hold in your hand. Often the first harvest comes in the form of ideas, open doors, or new connections. These are not small things. They are the golden threads from which the garment of your prosperity is woven. Take them, act on them, and watch how quickly the tapestry completes itself. And remember, the law of circulation is the guardian of lasting wealth. Give as you receive. Pass on kindness, opportunity, and generosity, for these are the signals to the universe that you can be trusted with more. The hand that releases is the hand that remains open to receive. I have seen this law work without fail. Those who hoard shrink their capacity, but those who share expand their borders. Now, I speak over you a final decree, one that will seal the work you have done here today. I walk in the full possession of my wealth now. I live in the freedom of abundance now. I see, I touch, I hold, and I enjoy every good and perfect gift that is mine by divine right now. Let these words be your anchor and your compass. Return to them whenever the world would have you believe otherwise. They will hold you steady in the truth until the truth becomes your visible reality. And as we bring this time to a close, I leave you with this certainty: what you have set in motion cannot be stopped, unless you stop it. And you will not stop it, for you are wise, you are ready, and you are worthy. The vaults of heaven are open, the flow has begun, the wealth is yours, the time is now, and so it is.